What up, guys? How you guys doing today? We got your mans right here, the real deal. I don't know who Romeo is anymore, but we got the nice podcast for you. It's the Halloween edition.
I'm
Beyond
laughing,
the
but you
Square
can't see.
Circle. We got a lot of characters for you today, guys. I'm glad you guys are here today. It's gonna be a spooky episode. So let's get started. On my right, you might know him, you might not, but he's dressed as Sting today.
It's showtime.
And on the left of him, you might know him, you might not, but tonight he's dressed up as the great and wonderful Hall of Famer Sergeant Slaughter. We got Lex Lather in the building.
Hey, maggot.
And then, of course, you know, it was a close one at TLC, guys. Fortunately, Real Deal couldn't do it for you, but you know, I'm still money, but it's okay because we got a great champ for you tonight. It's Matt Angel in the building. He's dressed up for you. He's ready to go. He's gonna let us know. You suck.
You suck. You suck.
You're gonna be all happy about it. You're gonna be happy about it. You go. No, you go.
So someone tell me why when the Shield were walking down at TLC,
It looked like
why did
Kurt Angle
why
was
did
like a
Kurt
little
Angle
kid.
look like a Make-A-Wish kid?
Yeah.
That was like he was like fulfilling his dream of walking
No,
down with the
man.
Shield.
And I was really, they what killed it the most for me was
Why? Oh no, it didn't kill it. It was
no,
great.
no, he should have not came out with the
It
Shield
was
stuff.
absolutely
He
great.
should have came out with
I
his
did not
US
like it
I
either.
like- I
He
yeah.
should have
loved
came
it.
up with his US
Nah,
One Piece
fuck
and
that.
just kicked ass because I was not.
Yeah, I was looking
I
for
was
his,
looking
for
for it,
his
yeah. I was like,
USA,
pew,
his
pew,
flag
like-
attire, and
For the whole spin that he does and the rant, yeah, dude, I was ready
No.
for
I was-
all that.
he was
I
just
was-
not himself.
I
was hoping
was
they would
not.
I
do,
hate that.
I was hoping they would do like where he comes down with the Shield, but then when he got injured with the whole Braun Strowman thing,
Come
he
back.
goes to the back, and then you hear the angle music, so you're thinking, oh, he's changing into a singlet or
I was
something.
like,
yeah.
no.
No, he's still in his vest.
No, it was
Yeah.
awesome.
But no, for Kurt and I mean for Kurt stepping in like that, I was really impressed. It was great, man. I like how the managers are wrestling now because after it was just Stephanie for a while and she didn't really wrestle as much. But I like Kurt stepping up, man. I was really skeptical about it because you know he has his old neck injuries and we were like always talking about, I don't know if he could wrestle, I don't know if he can.
Didn't he
And
break
did
his neck
pretty
like
good.
20 years ago?
Yeah.
He won a
I
gold
mean,
medal.
that's
Who
a
cares?
devastating injury, though.
Whatever.
Some people
He's also-
re-aggravate
well,
that
not
injury.
even
you
not
know?
even that, but he was addicted to Vicodin and like
Yeah.
to have a match.
That's why they let
be
him go
able
in
to
the
that
first
age.
place.
To have a match
Yeah.
at that age, it's scary to like.
Yeah.
You
That's
know?
why they let him go in the first place because all
Exactly.
the stuff he was taking, they couldn't handle
But-
it. You know, he didn't want to leave, but
I was happy to see an Angle Slam, man. I was
my
happy
gosh.
to
yeah.
I'm a
Angle
huge,
lock.
I'm a huge Angle
Um,
fan, man.
It's
It's
really
I'm
good,
Me
man.
too,
and
dude.
It's I don't know, man. Another question that's looming around is that now that Survivor Series is starting up, is the Shield are the Shield ever going to wrestle again? I mean, that was obviously a good opportunity for the wrestle. I was all set up and I'm not. I mean, I'm not trying to say it's all Roman's fault, but I mean, it's potentially could be the only time.
No,
Now
they
that-
they'll
now that
have
all
other
these big pay-per-views-
chances,
I mean, I
but
don't know, man.
not in the near future though.
Exactly, and
'Cause-
it's what sucks. It's like writers. I don't know. That could be really messed up for some
They'll
fans.
probably bring him back in by having Seth and Dean get attacked by Miz, Sheamus, and Cesaro, and then Roman's music hits, and he
Well,
comes
it's
out and
Roman's
sings.
is the Shields. That's what's funny.
It is.
It's a faster,
But
upbeat
still.
version.
No, I feel you. Yeah, it was unfortunate that he didn't go, but we got two great wrestlers to come out from it. Another great match was Finn Balor against
Oh.
AJ Styles, which
Man.
AJ, dude, that guy's fought 4 days in a row, and I got to give that man credit. He's definitely like
Best in the biz.
definitely
really
best in the
good.
Oh, yeah.
biz. I don't know how he does it, dude. I don't know how he can.
He's
As
I
a-
mean
he's that
Tuesday,
good.
but to be honest, Tuesday SmackDown, he really didn't much, but
He still wrestled.
he still wrestled, right?
He's still
I'm sure he
Yeah.
wrestled on Friday as well.
Yeah, house shows.
Because typically they got
But he was in South America, so even the time
yeah,
change.
it was a
18 hours, right? I think?
16-hour flight to get from, I think they were in Sao Paulo.
Mhm.
Yeah, to
Were they
where was the
in
pay per view?
Santiago?
Uh,
No,
No,
they were in-
Santiago.
Yeah, they were in Santiago.
Where was the pay per view? I think it was like
Pay-per-view was in Minnesota.
Minnesota.
That
Target
might
Center.
not have been a time change. I think
About 3
No.
hours.
No,
But still, that jet lag, man. You're on.
I don't. I don't.
You're
think
on the
it's a
plane
time
for so
change.
long.
Yeah, being on the plane is that, but I think Chile and Minnesota are on the same time zone.
Yeah, I
'Cause
mean,
they're pretty like same longitude,
yeah,
latitude.
latitude. I don't know. It's time zone.
Yeah. Well, no, yeah, same time zone, but
Yeah, no, I feel you. I feel you.
that was gonna
Um,
bug me because I don't remember. Which
Another
one's
thing
it.
that was interesting, I want to bring up
Longitude,
at
definitely
Chile,
longitude.
man. Triple H wrestled, guys.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
so,
that was.
I
I think he's trying to get
that's what I was
back in the
saying, he's
mode
trying to get in the
again
mode again, and I
until
mean,
he
that's
comes.
got some,
Yeah.
some questioning on that too. I don't know when. I don't know when he's coming back. I don't know if it was because AJ was supposed to be there that night, and then like AJ left, and so they had thrown someone in.
So did
but-
Kevin Owens.
It could be.
So did Kevin
It could
Owens.
be.
Kevin Owens went for personal reasons. It was just a family emergency. So it wasn't like he
Mhm.
was sick or anything. But
So I mean, it could be that, or it could be Triple H getting ready for WrestleMania, man. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's
'Cause
see
you
a lot
got
of
the
stuff,
big
but
pay per
that's
view
really cool.
Survivor Series coming up,
I-
so he could be there.
yeah,
Like,
that'd be really cool.
there's a lot of options going
exactly,
on. You know.
exactly, and I'm really excited about that. Another thing at TLC that was very cool, I gotta say, was probably what else? What happened? The Alexa Bliss, Mickey James match was alright. It wasn't too.
That was pretty good.
I thought it was
Yeah.
a good like ring psychology match. Like the wrestling was good, but I just thought like all of the stuff that they were doing with each other was really entertaining and funny.
Yeah.
it makes me realize that the women's division is actually in a better place than I thought.
Oh yeah.
Because like if you think of, like you take all the 4 horsewomen or whoever started the revolution and stuff like that, Asuka
You mean
and
Emma?
Emma actually had a really good match.
Well, Emma
Yeah.
started the revolution.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
But
Yeah, with
Very
Paige,
so.
we'll see that. But no, I'm just saying, like, if the 4 horsewomen were to go away and like say they were done, it's in a good spot. I mean, after watching those matches,
Asuka and Emma was a good match.
yeah,
yeah, it was a really
It was
good
yeah.
match. Yeah.
I think it was about 9.5 minutes, which
Mhm.
was way longer than I really thought it was gonna go. But man, that was a good nine
and
and a half
Asuka
minute
can
match.
go. I think Asuka's
Oh,
gonna do
yeah.
fine. After I watched, because I was skeptical because the whole NXT curse for a lot of the women and just the men too,
Mm-hmm.
and it actually turned out really, really well.
Really good for her. Yeah.
She's gonna be really good, man. I'm really excited for her. And then I forgot to mention, we didn't really go over the Shield against the actual Miztourage. How'd you guys like that match? I mean,
A lot going on.
it was a lot going on, and I like how they're pushing Kane. If it's his last hurrah, this is great for Kane. I like that they're putting up against potentially it's gonna be
Mhm.
Braun Strowman.
But-
Yeah, I was
ahead.
gonna say I don't think this is Kane's last. I think he's gonna
He-
have a
face
lengthy.
turn.
I think he's gonna have a lengthy, or not a lengthy, but a pretty decent feud with Braun.
Oh,
Yeah,
Because that's
no,
really
Yeah, that's where
how
they-
they're set
Oh,
up.
that's
But-
where they're heading for.
And then
Yeah.
like, I don't know, just that whole match was kind of weird.
I mean, the match itself, it was really entertaining, but thinking of the match, it was really dumb because the Shield was outnumbered, especially
Yeah.
when Kurt Angle went out. You got 5 against 2 guys, and freaking they're still in it. Like,
yeah,
that
and
didn't
like
make sense
to throw
to
in
me.
like Kane being up
But
Braun, and,
but
like,
the whole
making that
Kane
so-
and Braun
like, I
thing
didn't-
happening.
And so
and-
my counter argument to that would be, Dean and Seth are used to tagging together and being in matches,
Mhm.
and so even though it was 2-on-5, the two of them kind of know how each other are thinking. If that makes
No,
sense.
I get.
Whereas the other
yeah.
5,
Mhm.
you
we
have.
got Sheamus and Cesaro. who,
But
you
they
know,
were
Yeah.
beating them
But-
down with like
Uh-huh.
chairs.
But you still have 5 very independent personalities. Sheamus and
Mhm.
Cesaro sure are a team right now,
Yeah.
Mhm.
but The Miz very much wants to be a leader.
Mhm.
Kane wants to do his own thing. Braun wants to do his own thing. Sheamus and
Yeah,
Cesaro
that's
kind of
true.
want to do their own thing. And so when you have that many conflicting personalities, even if you have numbers,
Mhm.
not going to work as cohesively. And that's part of the
That's
reason why
pretty
they
much
lost.
how the match went too.
That's
Mhm.
exactly. I mean, that's basically the reason why that match.
Well,
fell
yeah,
apart.
I mean, yeah, that's why it turned because you
I-
had them Kane fighting against Braun. You know that whole the ending towards the
Mhm.
end of the match.
Yeah.
So that's what turned the match to the
Yeah, it makes a
Shield.
lot of sense, yeah.
But it's just they were getting beat pretty much the whole match.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The commentary was even awkward. Like
yeah.
Booker T's arguing with them about Kurt Angle being old and being stupid for even like
Mhm.
picking up the
I'm
fight.
sorry, I hate
Corey-
the commentating.
Corey
I
Graves.
think it's- I think
I
it's-
love Corey Graves, so I can't. I mean, if Michael Cole and Corey Graves were going at it with Booker, and then
I love
even
that-
earlier with the whole Elias thing,
Mhm.
like
It
everybody
was
was
great.
on board except Corey
I
Graves.
love even on
Mhm.
Raw. I love that Booker just just say the randomest stupid.
Yeah, he says whatever he wants, and I
He's
love
just
it.
like-
Because Vince is like freaking out in the back, probably.
like on Raw, telling Corey that that Jason Jordan was on the outside cheating and doing all this stuff, and,
Look
and
at
Corey
him.
just started laughing because he didn't know what to say to Booker.
Oh my god.
I think because Booker's such a train wreck that it makes commentary entertaining.
Better than
Because
Otunga
Michael's
being
trying to
there.
very much be like
In the middle.
he's like, oh, we gotta make sure this is on track, and Booker's going off on a tangent, and Corey's just laughing because of Booker.
I
And
love it.
it's great. I
Shucky ducky quack quack.
yeah.
How'd you guys
And all
feel
the Booker's
about
weird stuff.
how'd you guys feel about Enzo getting the belt back? Did you guys like that?
I guessed
It
it.
was
I mean,
good for cruiserweights.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Really, no
I,
comment.
Yeah,
think
I'm
I
just
think
not gonna
it's
make me
better.
watch the cruiserweights more.
Actually, I enjoyed the tag team match more than I did the 205.
Yeah, the tag team
man,
match was pretty
see
good.
Jack
Yeah.
Gallagher freaking wrestling some
He's a beast.
freaking.
Oh, he's been doing that for
dress
Yeah.
codes.
probably
Yeah, I
5
know, I
weeks.
know how you do
Headbutt,
that.
like that's so ridiculous.
Oh,
like
yeah.
he's asking for a Daniel Bryan injury, like none other.
Seriously.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
I honestly thought that this match here was Enzo's probably second best match.
Yeah, no,
I
he's
felt like
getting
the-
a lot better. I
felt like
will
the-
say
yeah,
that.
the first match he had with Kalisto was really good, and I thought this one was on par with that one. He's definitely getting better
Even on Raw, he was really good
Mhm.
too.
because he's not
Because
he's
probably
not a conventional cruiserweight.
Yeah.
He's very much he wants to punch people in the face and do
Yeah, he
dirty
does-
things.
he does a little
Yeah.
high flying here and there, but not really like
Yeah.
a cruiserweight.
But
kinda
Kalisto
like-
is a nice like counterbalance to him.
Yeah.
Kalisto is able to kind of sell that stuff and
Watch out with
It's
the
almost like a
skull.
Joker, Batman kind of.
yeah.
Like a
Maybe
Joker
'cause-
Batman kind of.
Yeah,
kinda
probably because he
cross-eyed.
lost his voice. He was more able
like-
to concentrate on
He
wrestling.
was a
Oh
trouble
yeah.
person.
And shout out to Drew Gulak for reading such a proper speech.
Yeah.
You cannot
my
teach
God.
that.
you cannot.
Oh my gosh, Drew Gulak. And then on pay-per-view,
man.
he couldn't even do his PowerPoint. His 200 and some
Yeah.
odd.
Yeah.
Dying over here.
Oh my
His
gosh.
voice was gone.
Dying.
He was so
End
good.
up like one of these schools with all these.
yeah, like
I
this
don't
guy.
know.
Right here.
That guy had a good
This
life.
is Frank.
That's Frank, man. He had a good life.
And he's also
Um,
cross-eyed. Really cross-eyed.
It's okay.
What was another good match? Let's see.
TLC, how would you guys like amongst the pay-per-views going on so far?
Yeah.
It was yeah.
C plus,
It
B
was,
minus.
eh.
It was good.
It was
It
alright.
wasn't like
Um,
amazing.
Yeah, I would
but
go B minus.
It was solid. It was a
Probably.
solid pay-per-view.
Mhm.
I'd say a B.
It was alright.
It was
Given
alright.
that,
given what they had to do,
yeah, seriously, their main
Yeah.
event
Mhm.
and then also another marquee match. Two people had to be
you didn't even mention.
had-
Go on.
yeah had to were out of those matches. I mean, I could tell with the last match, kind of the pacing of it, the way it went. It definitely the beginning part of the match very much felt like they had 2 days to prep this.
Yeah.
It really did. The end of the match definitely felt like that was definitely going to be the ending.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the very beginning, it was like it started off the Shield destroyed, and then they did their big spot,
Mm-hmm.
and then and then Kurt went, and after that I was like, okay, this definitely feels like
Yeah,
it was the normal
Mhm.
plan.
honestly, to me, the biggest part, and I don't know, I don't think this pay per view would have been as good if it wasn't for Finn Balor and AJ having
Mhm.
a match and then doing the Too Sweet sign.
Yeah,
together.
man.
Mhm.
Like,
That honestly made the pay per view for me. And if that didn't happen, I honestly don't think this pay per view would have been as good. It would probably just be a C for me.
Yeah,
They've
you know.
never wrestled each other.
yeah.
It was their first match,
And it was
and
really
they prepped
good.
in 2 days.
Yeah.
Like,
and with 2 days prep.
Yeah.
It was
Again,
and no
good.
story. Like
Yeah.
to have like
Just a
no
competitive
story
match,
and just
just
have
a match.
everyone know.
That's
Yeah.
Everybody knew it was gonna be a great match.
I felt like
They're gonna do it again. They
yeah, they
have
were
to.
gonna. Well, yeah, he
Yeah.
said it in the interview.
I felt like
Finn
this
Balor.
was probably one of the WWE's best decisions. Instead of trying to come up with some weird, convoluted storyline of making a match make sense, they were just like, you know what? Let's just do something the fans are gonna love.
Put some star
Mhm.
power
Let's
in.
makes no sense for Kurt Angle and
Dude,
AJ to be
and
in
it-
matches,
it-
but let's just do it.
It goes to show that people like, and whether you have a good story or not,
Mhm.
if it's the match that makes it,
Yeah, yeah.
it's what makes or breaks it. At the
Yeah,
end of the day.
it's you don't really need,
you don't need. Everyone knows who's who at this moment. You know?
Mhm.
especially when it's a highly anticipated thing. When people want to see
And then-
Finn and AJ,
Oof.
And it's like people are actually like if you didn't know the Too Sweet stuff, you'd be like, well, why are they doing that? But
Mhm.
people like really watch like
Mhm.
whether it's not WWE or not, people look
Watch,
for the
yeah.
wrestling, you know.
Anytime.
And that's
Mhm.
that's what I like, that they're able to. And then I know they're kind of talking smack towards like all the other like different like New Japan and all that by doing that as well. So I know Cody Rhodes has been talking smack lately
Oh,
too.
Yeah, he did, huh?
Yeah,
So-
he actually
Yeah,
invited
he-
the McMahons to watch his fight.
Bitter asshole. I'll be honest.
What?
I love
Cody
him.
Rhodes?
He's
I love
so bitter.
Nah,
He
he
is
is not.
oh my god, yes, he's
nah,
bitter.
he's not.
He's just
He
mad
is
at, like-
so
They like exploit his dad.
bitter.
They exploited his dad
He
quite
did
a bit.
exploit his dad.
I understand that. That's justified, but he's really bitter that WWE didn't make something of him.
I feel bad for Goldust.
Yeah.
He's always getting beat up.
Yeah. okay,
Well,
so-
because his time has passed.
Yeah.
Like,
Still, man, I
He
feel like
already-
they're making him beat up because of his brother. But whatever.
Man,
that's why they're keeping him on the show.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
hey, this is. Make sure you send this
Make sure
message
you
to
send this
Cody.
to
Hey,
Cody.
hey, you know, you know the thing Cody said on Thursday? Yeah, guess what? You're in a match with Kane.
Yeah.
Man, you're in a
Man.
match. You're in a match with Finn Balor. Seriously.
Nah, but I love Cody. I think they did drop the ball with him. Like,
yeah.
he knew about the brand split, so it wasn't even about that either. He knew about the brand split.
yeah,
months
he
before.
he already knew about
Yeah.
that. But I just felt like they was just treating him like they're treating Dolph Ziggler. Like they just having him around, like just having great matches with people, but not anything for him. And if I was in his position, I'd be like, "What the hell? I'm leaving."
He's
Like, you
making
know,
something out of.
I'm
what
gonna
he, you know,
make
we-
something of my own.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And
Dolph
that's what he's
definitely could be the
doing.
next to go.
Yeah,
Dolph-
Dolph is definitely he's been pissed for years.
Yeah,
He's
what
been
is
really
it?
pissed
I think
for
on a
years.
Talking Smack, Nakamura kind of revealed it.
Hmm.
Like he's like, oh yeah, maybe he's gonna go to Japan or something.
Mhm.
He'll do really well over there. And he pretty much
would.
just like I think he said like once his contract's up, I think he'll probably end
Yeah.
up there. But yeah,
That's
that's
a shame. You know, those are really talented guys. I mean,
Well, they make more money.
I mean, yeah.
too.
I,
It's
I,
their
I guess
money.
it's
They
not it's not about the money for them.
Well, yeah,
just
it's not.
Yeah.
it's just they
not.
want
For
to
him.
They
be.
want
It
to
might
be
be about the
known.
money.
but Cody
These
actually
guys
said he
have
makes more
money.
money.
Well,
He
I mean,
makes
Yeah.
more
this is
money.
guys
the
have
thing,
For,
like-
money.
for Cody, it's absolutely about the money.
Nah.
He
I
makes
said
he
it.
makes more
He's-
money than he does WWE.
Yeah, he said he's making more money doing it.
I mean,
Because
yeah.
pro wrestling tees, they give you a higher percentage of the
Oh, yeah,
shirt.
yeah.
Well,
the
yeah,
cut, so
But I feel like every wrestler have they have like an idea of what they want to
Mhm.
be, and for WWE to not support it, they're like, well, I'm gonna go somewhere else where I'm happy, you know,
Yeah.
regardless if I make more money or not, you know.
Yeah. Mm.
I think people need to realize that WWE is a business, and so
Love
Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
and the WWE has to do
Yeah.
what is going to make their stock
That's
value.
what
But it's also
increase.
smart for WWE because it's like, okay, they're gone and they're doing great. Something like, look at the Hardy Boys, they're gone, they
Mhm.
did something
Come
great,
back.
so they can come back and make them even more money.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it
Yeah,
it
these are
goes
very-
both ways.
These are
So,
very
Hey.
calculated decisions.
Yeah.
you have Jinder, you
Yeah.
have Drew McIntyre.
Exactly. I mean, Jinder's whole push was a calculated stock
yeah.
decision of
Mhm.
we're trying to break into a market that is 1.5 billion possible viewers,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mhm.
it was
It's smart, yeah.
it's a smart thing to do. Now, whether it actually worked or not is
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you
Yeah.
never know. Cody Rhodes could be back on the show. You never
He
know.
could.
Well, like I
They
said,
could
wouldn't
bring
be
his
surprised.
Yeah.
that's
could-
why I say anybody's.
And that's why, yeah, and that's
That's-
why, like we talked about CM Punk. Dude, like,
he's
He
gonna
could be back too.
yeah,
Yeah.
So,
I think he's. Yeah, I don't think he will be.
Hey,
Again, I think he's just bitter.
dude,
And he
every
won't do it.
everybody-
look at
out
Bret
of
Hart,
spite.
man.
everybody thought
Oh,
Bret
he's
Hart would
even
never
better.
step foot in a WWE ring
Mhm.
again.
He's still
and
better, Bret Hart.
15 years later,
Yeah,
he
even
was in a
Eric Bischoff,
WWE
Paul
ring.
Heyman, both those guys.
Like,
hated
they all-
WWE. Yeah.
They all
But,
mad
I
right
mean,
now, but years down the
Lesnar-
line, they're gonna be
Lesnar,
like,
yeah.
I want to come back. You know?
The problem with that is years down the line, they're out of their prime.
Ah,
So
but
they
people
could
still
have
love
had
him.
that. They could have had that big payday when they were in their prime.
Looks like CM Punk didn't really care about it. He walked out.
He made enough money.
Yeah, but he's not
he's
doing-
comfortable.
He's
Yeah.
comfortable, yeah.
Him
not
and
doing
AJ
anything
both
now,
make pretty
though.
good
Yeah, I was gonna
money.
say AJ made some money.
Because
too.
AJ got a book, I think. She's
Yeah.
making off her
She's still
money
got
off
My
her
some-
book.
crazy life.
She's
Huh?
not
Yeah.
wrestling. Is she still
No,
wrestling?
no, she doesn't wrestle.
Actually, I think she's like she does yoga or bodybuilding or something like
she was
that.
bad.
They-
I could see her probably doing bodybuilding.
think
I think she was a bodybuilder.
yeah, she was doing something like
She was
that
bad.
last time I saw.
Caitlyn.
If it wasn't for
Yeah.
her, there'd be no
Caitlyn,
Paige.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously.
Caitlyn.
But yeah, let's move. I don't know how we got there, but
But regardless, I'm gonna
Yeah.
have you seen like if you've seen the rainbow meme of somebody sitting at their laptop throwing up rainbows?
No,
That's
haven't.
Yeah.
yeah, you know that meme. Well,
Oh yeah.
that's how I felt about the AJ Styles Finn Balor. Like
Oh,
just,
yeah.
like a bunch of two sweets.
It's-
Just a bunch of two sweets and Bullet Club
Yeah.
like logos coming out. I'm like,
That match is just a fan service match.
oh
It
my
it
god,
really
was.
it brought in everybody
Oh,
to
yeah.
eyes
Oh,
eyes
yeah.
on it on the product.
Seriously,
Oh my gosh,
it was
yeah.
it was awesome. Yeah, it really was awesome.
Oh, snap.
Let's get to Raw, guys. Raw was, I mean, it was even great too. I mean,
Mhm.
it
Another
started off
stacked
kind of slow for me. I can't lie about that. But I like how they're doing, not necessarily just like elimination matches, with the 6-on-6 Survivor
they are,
Series
yeah.
matches. I like that they're doing champions versus champions, which
Yeah.
is really cool because I'm like really excited to see Usos against the Shield.
That's gonna be a
Alexa Bliss
crazy
against
match.
Natalia.
That one will be okay because they've wrestled before.
They
and-
have?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
in
I think they
SmackDown,
have.
and it was like,
Have they?
I think so
They're
on
both
SmackDown.
heels.
Well, we still don't know. Natalia may not be champ going in. We still never know. You know?
Yeah,
it could
they-
be Carmella
they've-
and Alexa Bliss too.
Mhm.
You
On
never know.
Raw and on SmackDown, they definitely made it a point to say
Same with the
it
Usos.
depends on
yeah.
if they're still holding the title.
Yeah,
Mhm.
they're
Yeah.
talking about that with Usos and Shelton Benjamin and Chad Gable. So, never know. But I would love to see Shield against Usos. In my mind, that'd be awesome.
That'd be a great match.
And
yeah.
then I
I
guess
really don't want Gable and Benjamin to win those titles. I can't stand that team.
we'll get to SmackDown.
I don't
I like them
I
as
don't like Shelton
individuals.
Benjamin
Mhm.
at all.
There's
there
no-
are-
no stopping him, man.
4 other teams.
Ain't no stopping them now.
Just stop. No, you're like just stop.
I don't
Yeah.
know, man.
Yeah,
Alright,
just
I'm
stop.
Let's
That's
get
what I
to it. I liked how freaking him and Kofi did that. They like threw each other and still landed. Like that was pretty impressive. to me.
Shawn Michaels versus Shelton Benjamin.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That match is like that's like one of my top matches I can
Yeah,
watch. I can
dude,
go
come
to.
on, man.
I
Yeah.
like Shelton Benjamin. I've never been really impressed by him.
I
I
mean,
don't like
he,
his
no, his
character.
his wrestling's
I
really
didn't like his
good. We-
dumb
I'm
gold
not
hair that he
I'm
did.
not knocking his wrestling. It's just
Oh no, I'm not.
his-
I'm not knocking
his
his wrestling
character
either.
is
I
just
just
like weird. Like he has
Well, his
some.
char-
voice is unnaturally deep.
Okay, he had one character where he was like rolling around his mama.
Seriously, that was.
And I've seen her on,
obnoxious.
and it's like I've seen you on movies.
Like, I know, seriously, she
Like,
was
that's
in
not your
movies. I know,
mom.
seriously.
I've
But
seen her on
anyway.
shows and movies. Come on.
So then he went from that to like the gold standard. He blonde his hair and
Well,
he
it's-
just I don't know.
he had a
it's
bad
just-
attitude in the back, so that's why like he kept like getting pushed and then he
Mhm.
pushed and he pushed because like he'd get to a certain point and then they were like, oh, it's
Yeah.
gone to his head. Like,
'Cause he-
ego
I
wise,
don't, but I don't get what's the difference between him and AJ Styles and character wise. It's the same thing. Gold standard and phenomenal one.
Is
Isn't
it?
that the same?
No,
kind
no,
of-
no. It's
No.
not. AJ.
AJ's also just in a better.
AJ's
higher
more.
league.
He's
They-
way
they-
better.
they have the same
Way better
type of moves, I
talker.
think.
Way better personality and charisma than
Mhm.
Shelton Benjamin. Shelton Benjamin can be awkward on the mic sometime,
Uh-huh.
and he has a voice where he's like, "Yeah, like, oh yeah, Brian, like it just
Like Andre
doesn't
style.
sit well. You know what I mean?
It's like, he
Like,
took all the treble out of his
yeah.
voice. Just
so
bass and
it
bits.
becomes off. It comes off awkward. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And
so you think
I
it's
also think AJ is more diverse. He can be he could be a super baby face. He can be a tweener. He could be a
Mhm.
mega heel. I don't see Shelton as being a face.
I gotta
Shel-
see that. I
Shelton-
wanna see the
now,
match. I gotta
he
see the
comes
match.
off as very disingenuous to me.
Shelton was a really good heel at one point when he was with Kurt Angle and
Mhm.
Charlie Haas and them. But I feel like he's a good supporter than being upfront, like
Mhm.
an upfront character. You know what I mean? If he's like the second guy to Kurt Angle, I think he'll do well. But if he's like the main guy, it's like, yeah,
I see what you're saying. He's a leader now, followers.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
Other way around.
Follower
He's a
now, leader.
supporter, or
I want to see the
Okay.
match
A
though.
lackey.
AJ versus Shelton.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like, I just want to see
I
the
mean,
match.
that'd be a great
That'll-
match. That'd be a
that'll-
really great
That'll
match.
really like get
Yeah.
you like that'll put Shelton out there. I think, and
Like I
then
said, I
No,
should've
I
done
mean,
it.
Shelton had
I
great.
should have been the U.S. title match, man. It's still Baron, but I don't know. Whatever.
he'll get around. It'll come
Mhm.
around.
Whatever.
We'll see.
But yeah,
Well, AJ's gonna be WWE champion soon,
yeah.
so he'll be on to bigger and better things.
Hmm.
let's start. I want to talk about Brock and Jinder. First of all, I know Jinder for a fact's gonna win this match.
Oh
'Cause
wow.
You think?
yeah, I'm already gonna put my prediction.
I
in
don't know
for that.
about for a fact, but
I definitely think so. Because
wouldn't be
what's the
surprised.
point if Brock wins?
He's better.
Everyone knows. I mean, come on. Everyone
I
knows
just don't
he's
want a
good.
squash match. If Brock's gonna win, I don't want a squash match. I want an actual
Okay.
match.
Well, yeah, because Brock's matches are always.
To be
shit.
honest,
Yeah,
I
I want to see an actual match. Like,
to be honest, I
between
do
both
see a squash match. I think he's gonna. Of course, Jinder's gonna use his Singh brothers to try to help him,
it's
but that's not gonna work with
Jinder-
Brock.
and I think.
So how is Jinder gonna win this match?
He's gonna win this match. He's gonna win this match. It's gonna help him. He even says it like, I beat Randy Orton, I beat Shinsuke, and then if he says he beats Brock, it's like, wow, like he really has beaten all these great guys. And I think
there will always be that asterisk next to it. If he wins this match,
wins a
it's
win.
gonna be because of the Singh brothers.
Queers wins a win. Look at
It,
Seth
not,
Well,
not
that's
in
a win is a
WWE.
win.
Not in
Wins a
WWE.
win.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
think so.
Win is
I'm
not
a little
always
suspicious
a
with the
win.
whole AJ Styles involvement too.
Yeah.
I'm like, Could they? Is it
Well,
like
if-
are they just kind of
I
dragging
could
along to
s-
see if he
well,
can
the
do
thing
it?
is, I could see
they'll
your
drag along
point.
later, but what,
I could see your point of him winning because when he faces AJ, he was like, "Look, I'm invincible," you know.
Yeah,
like,
and that-
I
and
beat all these guys, including Brock Lesnar. You know.
exactly, and then
So
that's
what
gonna
makes
even
you
hype it up.
phenomenal?
Because if you just have AJ against Ginger, everyone's like, okay, we know for a fact AJ is gonna win. If you give Ginger this win over Brock, it's like, wow, okay, well maybe he could be AJ now, and I don't know, it kind of elevates Ginger a lot better, and I
I just think people are gonna reject it.
nah.
If he wins and beats Brock, people are gonna be like, "We all know Brock would win." It
That
doesn't.
was the
make
Survivor
same
sense.
Series is
thing-
always
but
known
that was
for
the
the
same
whole-
thing. That was the same thing with Braun and Brock to begin with. Everyone's like, "There's no way." Or who did Braun beat? I forgot who we talked about. Braun lost to someone. We're like, "There's no way that would have happened," or at least that easy,
What?
clean. I think it was Braun.
Roman Reigns.
No.
I think it was Braun and Brock, and I was pretty kind of confused that Braun lost, and I was like,
Oh, the way he did.
Yeah.
yeah.
like clean like that. Like,
Yeah,
I don't
that
know.
was ridiculous. Like, I mean, the way he lost was just like,
Brock has always been billed as being an uber status.
well, yeah,
it wasn't
but
surprising to me that Braun lost. Braun never faced someone as good as Brock or strong as Brock. Sure, he faced Cena. Sure, he faced Roman, but he didn't. He
but
didn't
it does.
face Brock.
The thing is, it doesn't make sense because Braun was built.
Yeah, that's what I'm
beat-
saying.
he
He's
beat
built
guys
as this
Roman.
dominant guy, yeah.
He beat guys like Roman, which when Lesnar fought Roman at WrestleMania,
He go to
yeah,
lost.
like Lesnar was beating him down, but Roman kept getting up. He
Mhm.
was resilient. You know, you couldn't show that with Braun. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's
And-
why, and that's still like Jinder. If Jinder beats Jinder, will beat Brock, and I think that will, like I said, it'll make him a lot more powerful. And it
Yeah,
just,
it'll give him more like
I just think if he beats him, it's gonna be cookie cutter, same thing.
Or something's
It's
gonna
gonna be
happen.
because the Singh brothers came in.
Either
and
way.
had some interference, and
Either
and-
Either way, in the
wins a
record
win.
books, he's still
Yeah.
gonna be champ. He beat Brock Lesnar.
I mean, like I said, sure in the record books, it will have a victory, but nobody looks at the record books.
Yeah, they
It's
do.
always yeah, Jinder
they
beat
do, 'cause
Brock,
look at The
but the
Miz.
Singh brothers.
Look at
at
Chris
The
Jericho.
Miz.
Chris
What about
Jericho
The Miz?
always
The Miz
brags.
never really wins cleanly in my eyes.
Oh my God, he wins cleanly often.
No.
Yes, or not from
No.
outside
I don't
interference.
think so. And he's
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Intercontinental.
No.
He's barely. I mean, he's got a lot
Not
of
from
help.
not from outside interference.
But like
Sure,
my
he cheats,
example,
but
If
he's
it's
a
not
heel.
Maurice, it's
Going
the
back-
Mr. Raj or Damien Mizdow.
well,
Like,
my example with like Chris Jericho, he will always brag about beating Stone Cold and The Rock in the same night.
mhm, exactly.
Like it doesn't matter how he won those matches. Well, he'll let you know I beat Rock and Stone Cold.
In
the same night. So
else could've
Jinder-
been there, yeah.
It doesn't matter how Jinder wins. He can be like, I
Exactly.
beat Brock Lesnar.
Lesnar.
It
Yeah.
doesn't matter,
No,
you know.
yeah.
I-
It's gonna
I still think
be
it does.
it's gonna stick with him, you know.
Because there's a
Exactly.
difference between Chris
And that-
Jericho
and that's what
Jinder
makes him-
Mahal.
But that's what
why
makes him-
that's why I think it matters.
But that's what makes them heels, because people are like, no, well, whatever. We all know you could have lost.
Yeah,
but you
yeah,
still
exactly.
won.
But he still won.
So
that's
that's what makes
exactly.
No
hate
one
him even
expected
more.
Jericho to win that match.
Yeah,
Exactly.
That's why it
Both
was
those
so big.
matches.
So
yeah.
the fact that Jinder could win is very highly likely. Like
That's
because
true.
they
Oh,
want
no,
that.
I-
They want that.
I'm not
controversy.
doubting that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
There,
Mhm.
there is, I would say it's probably 50-50
Yeah.
of either Brock or Jinder winning.
Mhm.
If Jinder won, I wouldn't be shocked that he won.
Yeah.
There's definitely a possibility. There are
Mhm.
definitely things you can go off of. I just don't
Yeah.
think his win would be
I just think-
impressive because I think it's going to be a cookie cutter same thing
Mm-hmm.
of Singh brothers are going to interfere somehow, or they're going to do something to Paul Heyman and distract Brock, and
Or
then
someone like a Great Khali comes out and like.
hopefully not.
Yeah. So. Yeah, no, I'm really excited what the payoff for that will be. I mean, I want it to be something a little special. I don't want it just to be like, I mean, obviously, I don't know. I could just see someone like coming out and ruin it for Brock.
Yep.
That'd be cool. But anything could happen. So
Oh, definitely both sides.
yeah, on both sides,
On both
right?
sides.
Yeah.
AJ
AJ could come out. Yeah.
could get involved somehow.
Mhm.
Someone
Yeah.
on the
Mhm.
Joe gets involved maybe
Mhm.
again.
Braun.
Braun.
Yeah, that's
well,
true,
Braun, I
Joe.
think they want to make. I think
Well,
they're
it's gonna
gonna
have
turn him.
Kane. Yeah.
They're gonna
Mhm.
turn him. I think against Kane.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna be the number one good guy of WWE.
Braun. He can't be a face. He's got
No, he can't be a face.
He's
Well, Big
gotta
Show.
just
People
be
said
a
that about
heel.
Big Show though.
Yeah.
Oh, Big Show's different.
Big
He's
Show
just-
has
he's
flipped so many
goofy.
times.
Yeah, he's the
like,
most. Yeah.
Yeah.
He could just yeah.
But my
Big
thing
Show
with
doesn't count.
my thing with Braun, him going back with Kane,
I like it. I
I feel like I mean, I do like it, but I feel like it's what I've been saying. Like, I think he's regressing because he's regressing. Why not he gets a rematch? Like, you
With
know what I
who?
He
mean?
lost.
With
He
Brock.
doesn't get a rematch.
Why
he wasn't
not?
champion.
They have to get a little heat
He
off.
lost.
him,
How many
too.
guys that wasn't champion
think-
get 2 or 3 rematches?
I don't.
Yeah,
Think,
how many?
A lot.
How
A lot
many?
of them.
He lost. How many people who lost clean got a rematch immediately?
A lot of them.
The
Who?
next night
I
on
would,
Raw.
Randy Orton done
I
it.
would love to know.
Freaking
Miz always asked for a
Miz,
rematch.
like, yeah, this.
But
it's
he
go
was
down the
champ, yeah,
list.
He was champ.
He was champ. That's why the Miz would get a
Yeah.
rematch. We're talking about a challenger who loses cleanly.
Okay. Shinsuke.
I mean,
Shinsuke got
find him.
rematches.
he didn't lose cleanly. A challenger.
It
Let me-
doesn't
let me
matter
say
if
this
you
again,
lose cleanly
who
or not.
loses clean. Well, yeah, it is.
I don't
because
think so.
the reason they're getting rematches if they were the challenger is because they lost dirty. And so the authority figure, typically a face,
Mhm,
says, yeah, that wasn't fair. Here's your rematch.
mhm.
It has never been that an authority figure who was a face or even a heel, unless you can find concrete evidence, that has gone, you lost cleanly, okay, you get a rematch. Without going through some other trial or tribulation.
Mhm.
It wasn't just handed to them.
Mm.
That definitely didn't happen. So that, I mean, I don't think that he should get a rematch. He lost.
I don't know. I think he should get a
If
rematch,
he went
but
through the trials and tribulations of
Didn't
winning a
Brock
number one
Lesnar get a
contendership, sure.
rematch against Goldberg?
He did, but he was the champion, wasn't it? Or
No, he got it
Kevin
from
Owens, that's
KO.
right. Yeah.
When? Say this again.
When Brock Lesnar got the rematch twice against Goldberg.
When did he get the rematch? What?
yeah,
'Cause he lost to-
KO never got his
KO never got
rematch.
his- well, no, because KO. Well,
Well,
Goldberg
nobody,
got it from
no
KO.
one who's fought for a universal title has
This
gotten a
guy got
rematch.
yeah.
Goldberg didn't. Finn didn't.
It's
Seth
it,
didn't.
That's besides the point. I still think Ginger's gonna beat
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar. I don't really care. Let's move on. I guess what else happened on Raw?
I thought the
Besides
best
the-
segment of the year happened on Raw, and that was
Yeah.
the whole siege.
Oh yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah, it was awesome. I was really shocked that, because at first I was like, these two managers are gonna be cheesy. It's kind of whack. And I
Yeah.
was really like,
But
it
it's
should
when
be more
you
like,
got swerved.
yeah. And
Because
then
Shane went
I
out and was
like
like,
Shane, and
"Nah."
Shane's the perfect guy. Shane's the perfect guy
Yeah.
to do it with. And yeah, dude, freaking, they went on the backstage and just
Annihilated.
Shane's face is really good to where he can be like really happy and all of that, but then he can change his face to be just kind of stoic, and you know something's wrong.
because he's a McMahon.
It's just there's something about him.
My thing
He's
is that
really good
my
at.
thing
it.
is that Kurt should have known better, man. You know the McMahons for so long. I just
I don't like
they
how they
make-
make. I don't
yeah.
like how they make him
make
look weak
Kurt
either.
They
Yeah.
make Kurt look like just such a.
Oh, you guys
Yeah,
are
why
like
did he-
shoes.
Yeah, why did
Kurt
they
back
look
then-
like he's
dude,
like
Kurt back then
helpless?
used to
Yeah,
be
like
like-
Rusev and
yeah.
Baron Corbin
Yeah,
carrying him like
yeah.
he's an old guy.
Yeah,
Like,
like Kurt used to be like,
I
you
think
know.
he doesn't want to get beat up. That's the thing.
Nah, man.
Wait, what? He
Kurt
just
used to be
he just came
ruthless,
from a
man.
match where he was like
Yeah.
kill it.
outmatched.
Yeah.
You know, 5 against 3.
Yeah, like he was
But
ruthless.
so
man.
I've brought up this point whenever we talk about blind sides, like when people get blindsided in
Yeah,
their
yeah,
entrance
no,
and it
yeah.
takes them out.
Uh-huh.
like he could mentally prepare for that match, which helps him. For this, he wasn't mentally prepared. He was in complete shock, and so it's like,
Yeah, I
when
got
he-
that aspect.
when he's in that like state of shock, then it's like, oh,
the narrative.
I'm not
I don't
even-
want to get like
yeah.
beat up by the entire SmackDown
right.
roster minus I think Jinder was the only one.
I'm not
Kevin
even. I'm
Owens
not
and
even just talking
Sammy.
about that. It's
Oh,
just this
yeah.
whole persona of like when he was with the Shields, like, yeah, thanks for the vest, dude. Thanks a lot. Like, I'm like, come on, Kurt.
No,
like,
be
be
yeah.
you,
I want
dude.
He's been
Kurt-
like that. That
I
is
know.
him. That
I
is
know.
him.
That is
with
true.
the fucking
When he came-
milk
when he-
truck
when
and
he-
escorting
That's
people with the
true.
milk truck and being like,
But-
"Hey, ladies and gentlemen, take your
It's
vitamins."
said that people are writing too much
Come
for
on.
him because the thing about him right now, he's worried that he's gonna get fired still. So he's kind of
Why?
like whatever they give him as far as writing, and he keeps on botching it because he doesn't know what like Asuka and all that stuff. So it's like people are handing him a script.
whose name did he say wrong? Oh, he said Mahal.
Yeah,
Or no, he said
Mahal.
he
or
said
Mahal?
Jinder Mahal. Or
Mahal.
He his inflection on that name was
I don't know.
wrong.
Yeah, I agree with you, Romeo. It's like I feel like he needs to go back to where they just
Yeah,
say,
dude,
you
like-
know what? Here's
and he
bullet
knows-
points.
he knows-
Here's bullet
Here's
points.
bullet points.
No, that's what everybody. That's
Yeah.
what they used to do. Was like around his time when he was there. It was all
Yeah.
here's the bullet points. Hit those bullet points and
But the
say
thing-
whatever you want.
Well, the
and
thing
he
is-
knows the McMahon's well. He shouldn't they shouldn't prepped him up. Like, I don't know. Just
Well, he's just nervous because he wants to.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
But
He'll get
still,
comfortable.
But I think
again.
that was
that's
part
not
of the
his
skit.
fault. It's the writers.
That was I think it was
Well,
part
it
of the
was part of the
skit. Is he's
skit,
supposed to
yeah.
be nervous.
I
I,
just
don't think that
don't
was his fault. He's
I
supposed to be
suppose.
I
nervous.
don't know.
His entire locker room got invaded. Everybody got beat up, and then they drug him out to the ring and essentially threatened him and made it seem like he was gonna get beat up. I'd be pretty freaked out too.
Yeah, but
Nah,
I mean,
but
you know,
He's a
Survivor Series is
wrestler.
coming up, and I'm
But he
just saying,
hasn't
He doesn't
wrestled-
back
he-
down
but
from
he hasn't
anything.
wrestled
you
in
know
11
Survivor
years.
Series is coming up, and you're facing a McMahon. Never trust a McMahon. You should always be.
Yeah.
And he's gonna come in your locker room like, "Hey, what's going on, man? Like, come on, man. Hey, what are you doing here? Like, you know,
Yeah.
I'd be asking questions. Like, you know, just. I get the whole AJ. Oh, thanks for AJ, but after that, like, well, what are you
It was
really
all a
doing
set-
here?
It was all a
Yeah.
setup just to
What
get
are
them
you
there.
really doing here? Like, you know,
Yeah.
like I don't know, man.
I
That's
think
just-
hindsight's 2020. I think you put anyone in that position. Who's really gonna expect that Shane McMahon, the babyface,
No, of
is
course,
gonna
I
like
agree.
bring all these
Mick
people?
Foley.
in?
I think Mick Foley would been like, "What the hell are you doing here, though?"
Yeah,
I'm just saying,
just
Mick
brawls
Foley would
with
be.
him.
Yeah, Mick Foley's the type of guy to like.
He'd be like,
Start
"Oh,
giving
hey,
mandible claws left
Shane."
and right. Ah.
Yeah, seriously.
Now, but anybody who criticizes this, I
Yeah.
disagree.
You're crazy.
Yeah,
If you do.
this was the coolest like thing because you don't expect it. Like,
Yep.
remember when Nexus happened? Like
Yeah,
when it
you
originally
didn't-
happened.
yeah,
You're
exactly.
like, whoa,
That
like
was
this is
great.
something different.
Yeah.
And that's what we always want. Everybody
We want
complains about something
but then
different.
it's not.
We don't
it's- yeah.
have it. We don't get it. Now we got it, and people are still gonna complain. So
Like I said, the only thing I had.
comments below, by the way.
I
wanna hear those.
The only problem I had was just the Kurt Angle just being a little too cheesy. That's all I gotta
He's
say. But other than
always
that,
that's
He's been cheesy, but
his-
they just they made him look
Yeah,
helpless. Like
but that's
he's
how
not
he's
a.
al-
But there will be a payoff. I think you're right, Matt. I think there will be a payoff to where he's like, F it, and then like he just becomes the old Kurt Angle or something
Yeah.
like that. Like he just comes back
and
into
starts going nuts.
yeah, Angle.
Like I wouldn't be surprised
machine
if
mode.
next week on SmackDown there's a Raw invasion, but it may be
That'd
more.
be too soon.
It may
yeah.
be more stealth and calculated,
Mhm.
where Kurt may go to Seth and Dean and be like, Seth, you're the architect. Dean, you're a lunatic.
that was cool how they
wreaks
were
some
hiding in the
havoc.
rafters though.
That was I like that.
like
Yeah, that
Seth
was
is on the
dope.
top. Like why? Like and
you
then
know what's funny though? They didn't really mess with like Braun and like the big. Well, I don't know.
Well,
if Braun
Braun
was
was
there.
No,
Braun's
Braun was
dead,
yeah, no one
so-
messed with the Oscar. No one
No
messed
one
with
messed with
Oscar.
Braun is
No one
dead.
messed
No
with
one
the
messed
really
with Brock.
dominant
Oh, yeah,
guys.
absolutely.
Brock
yeah.
Lesnar.
Yeah, no one messed with
The
Brock.
Bar.
Kane.
Oh, bro,
only
yeah.
Kane was messed with. I mean,
Because Brock was out of there. He's
Yeah,
there.
did Sheamus and Cesaro didn't get beat up either, did they?
I
Mm-mm.
don't think so. It's
Nope.
like they picked on
None of the heels.
Goldust.
Kurt Hawkins.
Big time, yeah.
Although, as a counterpoint, they did beat up Bailey, Emma.
Mickey James.
Well,
No,
I'll-
Bailey, Mickey
I think they
James,
beat up all the women.
Alicia
though.
Fox,
The
and
women-
Sasha
I feel like
Banks.
the women on SmackDown are just more like power, like they got that strength more than the
Well, because
Raws.
they're like all
They're all
bodybuilders.
body, right? You got Charlotte, Natalia, freaking
Charlotte and Nate
Tamina.
Yeah.
Tamina.
Yeah.
The
All
only
the-
one on Raw is Nia
It's like
Jax.
they do yoga for like
Yeah, yeah,
on their
yeah.
spare
Bailey
time.
does like CrossFit or something like
So that's
that.
why I'm just like, yeah, I could believe that, but they didn't mess with any of the big guys. I don't know. It's just kind of,
Nah, it was cool.
But it was still cool.
such a
I'm
I'm sorry.
it was
I
such
didn't
a
say it was
cool-
still cool.
It was really
still
good.
cool.
It really
I just
is.
like
I'm
this.
very. It makes it was a great way to start Survivor Series season coming up. You know, I'm really excited for the pay
The
per
thing I
view.
didn't understand, the very beginning, when Kurt and Shane were in the ring, and all the SmackDown people were surrounding him, and then Kurt ran. Why didn't they just grab him then? They let Kurt run.
That would have been cool if people were holding him and then like he
Yeah,
watches
if
like
it was like if you
like
know,
holding his head. Look, we're beating up your
Yeah,
locker room.
like just have two random people, like have Mojo and Zack Ryder hold him,
That'd be
and then
so-
have
yeah.
everyone, because it wouldn't make sense to have Corbin and Rusev there because you need them to beat people up.
Yeah, exactly.
Did they also just kind of beat up some of the personnel back there as well?
Yeah, the one guy.
That was funny.
I started picking
Was
on
it, I
the
want
guy.
that pause like, hey, my name's Kurt. You're probably wondering how I got here.
my favorite
Well,
thing is they put New Day in the front and they were just like hyping it up like yeah dog, like let's
And did
get
they-
him like
did they really-
Titus Worldwide, yeah,
Yeah.
what's up, man? I'm like they're just beating him up like that was crazy.
I like the women's part was pretty good too. The 4 Raw women
They were-
coming
yeah.
out, and then the SmackDown, the men going,
Whoa,
okay, and then Wanda
yeah.
stepping
they
out of the
just
way, and then the
spark.
SmackDown women and just beating them up. That was
That's
a good
crazy.
segment. That was a good segment.
My thing is, what if the
Hype.
Raw women beat up the SmackDown women? Like, what would the men do? They just like, oh dang,
Like, oh,
these
well.
these ladies are tough.
They're just like, no, they touched you, not us. Don't
You're
know.
like, under siege, let's go.
Dude, seriously.
Yeah.
I want to know what do you guys expect the Raw's gonna do, man? I mean, I don't know, dude. Because it's making Raw
It's
look
gonna be
really
interesting who they
soft,
send.
and it's really helping out SmackDown.
It'll be interesting who they send. Well, obviously it's gonna be Shield.
Yeah, Shield's crazy.
During TLC,
my
they
oh go ahead.
really hyped up the Shield, especially like Seth. The commentary were really talking about how like Seth and Dean planned all this stuff out and everything. In the very beginning, like,
Yeah.
Seth was the architect.
Yeah. Oh,
and-
Friday. I'm sure that Kurt and
It's
the
like-
Shield got together on Friday. They made a game plan. That was like one of the.
I really liked it because I felt like they made Seth, especially Seth, seem very important.
Mhm.
And
about time. That's all.
yeah, I really enjoyed that. And constantly referencing that he was the architect of the Shield and he's the architect of these plans, and look at how calculated they are right now. They cleared all 5. They put Braun and Kane through the announce tables. It was yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, no,
Oh,
but
Seth
Roman
took a-
Reigns though. You know?
Seth took a horrible shot to his knee when he jumped off
Oh,
the
yeah, on the
ladder onto the
table?
announce table, because the table's supposed to break apart.
Mhm.
But I guess the way that the ladder was situated, the part that's in the front didn't fall down, so his knee just hit the corner and then just bounced up.
Mhm.
And I genuinely think his reaction to that was real. That wasn't.
Mhm.
a
Yeah, he was
fake reaction.
nervous, and then the ref came up to him. He did the
Yeah,
nod,
he
and I was like,
yeah,
"Oh,
yeah.
thank you."
Do they not do the finger squeeze anymore? They don't seem to.
They
do.
do.
That.
Yeah, they don't do the finger. It's almost like the ref is the one who seems to be checking on everybody, and if like
Yeah.
they're like, "You okay?" They do like a quick.
Because it used to be the ref
Quick
would like
bounce.
the camera would kind of change angle. The ref would go up and grab the person's finger, or
To make sure
or
that-
put his finger in the person's hand,
Mhm.
and if they squeeze, then can't remember which was which. I think if they squeezed, they were fine. If they didn't squeeze, then it was a problem.
Yeah.
or something like that.
Or even your opponent, you would see them like.
yeah, everyone they would
they
always like
reach.
reach for them, and
Mhm.
yeah.
So
They
yeah.
have so
Interesting.
many cool
Yeah, little
like
things. you
little
never really
things that they
notice.
do, and like rest holds during the match is like a breather time, and a time where
I love it. I love
yeah.
the whole.
they wait for like the refs getting information relayed about how much time, and so they're
Mhm.
like, okay, sleep, let's do holds.
Well, they're the real generals of the ring.
Yeah.
Like people don't realize. Like even during when Kurt Angle, like when he first came,
Mm-hmm.
he was on. I forgot what pay per view. It's his debut pay per view, and he was coming out saying, "Oh, I'm an Olympic this and that." They Vince decided, "Oh, I'm gonna change it midway." So then the refs goes, "Get on the mic and say why
Oh,
you're a great
yeah.
Olympic gold medalist."
He was gonna be a face, and
Yeah.
they completely turned him heel. I remember hearing.
It was
that.
mid match. They turned
Yeah.
him heel. So then he's like, "Wait, what do you want me to do?" And he's like,
Yeah.
"Get on the mic." Yeah.
and just start insulting people.
Yeah, and he was like, "Okay," and that's how like the whole angle thing
That
happened.
hurt, yeah,
so
Kurt Angle
the
thing. Yeah.
the refs are just so much part of the matches like the wrestlers.
Well, yeah.
It's amazing.
It is.
They're like the middleman, the median.
They
and-
do the timing.
Yeah,
they
they-
Oh,
do
yeah.
the
Yeah.
It's health and safety.
And they're
shit.
not told to like not count to 3. So
Oh,
if
yeah,
someone
they're-
forgets
yeah.
to put up their shoulders, they gotta do the 3
Yep.
count.
Mm-hmm.
That's like, oh well, you guys
They're
gotta
told to
figure
call
it
it,
out.
call it. Although I've heard they've dialed back on that because refs were because they started to get bonuses.
Yeah,
If they would 3 count and the wrestlers messed up, the ref would get a bonus for keeping that.
I've heard
What?
that
And so refs were starting to fast count stuff, and wrestlers were getting pissed off at it.
because you
like,
had to time
yeah.
it out.
Yeah,
I'd
and
be-
so
I'd
and
be-
so, and so I think they probably. Yep.
It was only a 2.
There's one.
Give me my money.
I know, seriously.
There's
I'll
one
walk out. I'm like, fuck, I got my money's worth.
It's a briefcase full of hundreds.
Yeah, seriously. I got the
They
money
get
in the
beat
bank.
up in
What
the
you
parking
need?
lot.
No, seriously. But damn, I didn't know that. That's crazy.
Yeah, that was a scandal.
But there's been a lot of old refs too. I don't know. I forgot. Mike Chioda, freaking
Little Nate.
Little Nate.
Charles
yeah.
Robinson.
Charles
Charles
Robinson.
Yeah, Charles
yeah.
Robinson.
Nate.
Trying to.
That,
think of
those
the
are
other-
probably the only 2
Yeah.
oldest ones.
Well, the
Yeah.
Hepners are still in TNA or whatever it's called.
Oh,
He's still ref.
Global
down
Force.
there?
Yeah, both of them.
GFW.
And their son.
Yeah, the son is right.
And yeah, but that's about it. Usually now it's the new guy. Cone is the new.
The guy that's really
Yeah, John
fast.
Cone.
That guy's
John Cone. It's really
Dude, that
cool.
Yeah.
guy's. Yeah.
It's
he be
fucking
like fast,
buff as
like
shit.
He's
Huh?
just as big as some of the
He's
other
like
guys. So
he's
Yeah.
ripped. There's 2 refs that are
he actually owns a
super
donut
ripped.
shop. Believe it or not.
Really?
because they were wrestlers.
He and then the NXT announcer who's doing the announcing for Raw. The 2 of them and
Yeah.
then Alexa Bliss and Nia Jax are all really good friends. And so like they'll constantly be on like Instagram Live.
Yeah, it's
and,
great.
And Facebook Live and all of that. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
The 4 of them are hilarious with each other, especially Bliss and Nia Jax,
Mm-hmm.
because they're like schoolgirls with each other.
They're fun though.
Yeah.
I like both of them too.
Oh yeah,
Like,
and they're super nice.
Yeah.
They've had multiple videos where they love Target.
oh yeah.
which-
The live, like a Facebook Live or
yeah.
something, right?
So they'll like be in Target and fans will come up to them and they'll be like, "We're trying to look for our friends, but what are you guys doing? We'll shop with you right now." And they're like walking around shopping with 2 fans and
Oh my
doing all this
God.
random
I'd love
stuff.
that.
for 2 characters who are probably the 2 meanest characters on Raw.
Yeah, seriously.
They are way different from their
I think
normal
they're missing the boat.
personality.
They
on this.
are.
They're missing the boat on that. I mean, once Nia Jax comes back, I hope they do
Oh
like,
yeah, Team Rude.
to
I
play
really
it out.
do.
To just,
Oh, yeah.
just to play it out because it's always like, are they or aren't they friends
Mhm.
and stuff like that.
Well, it was like they were, and then Nia dropped her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
All
the
of a
Batista
sudden-
thing.
Yeah, and
They're
then all of a
friends
sudden they were
again.
friends again.
Yeah, I just hope they like that's some money right there. That's like for
it
them.
really is.
They could do it with Asuka, especially with Asuka now or Bailey and Sasha. They could do like a 2-on-2, everything.
I really
they
hope
got a
with
lot of
Asuka they don't
tools, so-
pull racist jokes. I have a feeling it's gonna come up,
What?
and they're gonna have Alexa talk about Asuka not being able to speak English or
Do you understand
something.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
because I mean she's pulled the old thing with Mickey, which is kind of offensive and
Kind
of-
What'd she do with
What it
Sasha?
is. It's WWE.
nothing really with Sasha. But
Oh,
I just
it's
But they really
calling-
don't like each other anyway, so
yeah, they have some.
You know,
they
I'm
have
really
some-
impressed with those Alicia Fox.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That was-
Alicia
always-
Fox is fantastic.
former
wrestler.
Divas champion.
Yeah, she's a
Mhm.
fantastic wrestler.
She got her own shirt now too. So
Crazy
nice.
Fox.
And yeah, and she's good at being just crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously.
Didn't she? Did she lick the ref or kiss the ref after she won?
I think
She
she.
I
kissed
think
him.
she
Kissed
kissed
him,
him.
right?
She
On
kissed
the-
him.
on the-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should have licked him though.
That ref has a couple,
she should have.
that ref has had a couple funny one-liners with her.
What are you doing? Like his,
What are you doing?
his
I'm a ref. You can't
expressions.
push me. And then she like kissed his cheek and he was like, "Why did you kiss me?"
They like fine her and stuff.
Mhm.
That's so cool.
Yeah. I have a feeling he's going to be the ref of pretty much all of her matches.
Yeah.
It's because again, even though he's a ref, still good chemistry. He's able to do these things.
Mhm.
Yeah, we talked about a lot of refs today.
Hey man,
yeah.
they get the love. They need the love.
They
No
do.
one else talks about.
They
him,
get
so-
beat up
I
a
know,
lot.
they do.
They have great health insurance because man, all the refs have glass bones and one little hit and they're like everywhere. And
Seriously.
Shout out to Tim White,
Tim White.
referee Tim White. It's the man.
I don't know what else happened, man.
You know, one thing I did not like, I will say I didn't like about Raw was the fact that they used Finn Balor to put over Kane after just
Yeah.
having the match with AJ Styles.
I didn't mind it.
24 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was.
That's the only thing is because he was in such like a rut with the whole Bray Wyatt stuff, and it's like I felt it brought him back out, and then the fact that like Kane chokeslammed him 3
yeah.
times and stuff. It was
Yeah,
like,
that's
ugh.
true.
Well, it's just
I
to
it,
get him, get him build up for Braun.
No,
again,
of course, but
I mean, I don't think it
You're
hurts.
saying it's gonna hurt Braun if it hurts Finn by
I don't
Yeah,
think it
yeah.
hurts Finn.
Yeah.
The thing that's what's hurting Finn is he's just like a streamer right now. They just having him there, putting great matches with here
Mhm.
and there. They don't really have anything,
they
or
don't know what to do.
looks
with
like
him.
they don't have any plans for him. So he's just pretty much a streamer. They just put him out there. He has a great look, great theme song.
yeah.
I was just hoping for the club to come out or something. Like, I think that's just my ultimate thing.
Yeah.
I
is
think
just
that's
to
what
see-
we're waiting for. Like,
is to see like Gallows and Anderson come
Yeah.
to the rescue after Kane. Like I thought, like after the second one at least,
Mhm.
something would happen.
Who
or do a Shield versus the club. That would be dope.
during the
Maybe
siege
Rainbow,
thing?
like, everything.
Exactly.
You see Shield and Bullet.
Yeah.
During the siege thing, who was the person who was in the bathroom with Matt? They
That was
hiding
Finn
in-
Balor.
Was it Finn?
It was
Okay,
Finn
I
Balor.
really,
Finn Balor,
I
yeah.
It
couldn't.
was so
re-
random. What are you
I-
guys doing in the bathroom?
I couldn't. Well, I took it as they were.
Like, like, what are you guys doing?
To me, it looked like they were hiding.
Wonderful.
Or like, yeah.
Nah.
Gross. But he was
I'm part of the
probably. He
Balor
was
Club.
probably
I see you
the
urinating. Glorious.
Vanguard 1 or Vanguard 2.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Stop peeking on Finn. Yeah,
the
that
man.
was probably the biggest profile person that got beat up, other than maybe Seth and Dean.
And then
Yeah.
we call Chad Gable attack Jason Jordan.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
did. He did.
Oh.
He's like, oh, look what we got here, and then he,
Yeah, that's
and he was
when
just-
they first got into the locker room, and
Oh,
Jason
okay.
Jordan was sitting there like this, and they started jumping
got
him
hit with
before they went to
the-
the bathroom.
then he get hit with a guitar. Or no, did he?
Yeah, he got hit with a
Yeah.
He
guitar.
got creamed
hit
with
with
a
a-
guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was-
I
that was a
was
real
I used
guitar
to
too.
not
Oh,
like
yeah, I
Elias, but I'm
forgot
on team.
about
I'm on
that.
Team Elias.
I love
I
I
know,
yeah,
never.
right?
I didn't like him in
You walk-
NXT. I hated him.
You walk with Elias now?
I walk with
I
Elias.
love
now.
Elias.
He has a cool. He has like one of the coolest like shirts.
I knew with Raw being in Green Bay, I knew he was going to bring up Aaron Rodgers. And
He
it
has
was
to.
and if he wouldn't have, it would have been so stupid, but he definitely did. It was
I
probably one of the better
forgot they were
things.
in
Yeah,
Green
yeah.
Yeah,
I
walk
can't remember
with
what he
Elias
said.
now.
Something about something stronger than Aaron Rodgers' collarbone. But I
Yeah.
don't remember what it was that was stronger. I don't know.
can't
It was
remember.
great. I thought it was funny.
And then
I'm
throughout
a
the
Packers
TLC,
fan.
and then of course throughout TLC, like he tried to do his performance
Yeah,
what,
like 4
4 times, and Jason Jordan just throwing vegetables at him and fruit. Like,
It was really
what?
weird. It was kind of creepy because Jason was just throwing things and
Yeah.
smiling at the same time.
So it made
Oh, he has a creepy
again,
smile. He's
it
just
made
like,
Jason Jordan look like the heel almost.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like you're
Yeah.
like he's just trying to perform, and then of course he's throwing stuff.
I finally
the
figured
brat
out. I
kid.
finally figured out what guitar he plays. The brand. It was really bugging me that I couldn't figure out the brand.
what
but it's
guitar
a-
was he
Is it a
playing?
decent? It's a decent one.
No. Sorry for saying this Guitar Center, but it's Mitchell. Mitchell's a Guitar Center brand, and they're you know,
Well, it's
They're-
probably because he has to bash it.
they're
over people's
beginner level. Yeah,
heads.
they're beginner level stuff, like $100 to
Mhm.
$200. But
Mm.
I finally I can't remember. He was carrying it sometime, and I was able to pause the TV, and I could clearly read Mitchell on it. It was really bugging
Oh, wow.
me that I
Mhm.
couldn't figure out what brand it was. It's a cool looking guitar.
Mhm.
I've never seen that that specific Mitchell before, but
I wonder how many
Yeah.
guitars he has because he's been breaking a lot
well,
of.
he's I think he's broken.
Looking like 3 or 4.
Yeah, he's broke either 2 or 3.
Mhm.
Mm.
So they've all been the same. I'm sure Guitar Center's happy.
I know.
They just
See,
keep, they just keep buying guitars.
Just go
Seriously.
get a guitar.
Can I
Yeah.
get another guitar, please? Yeah, I need this one, this one, this one.
Well, I was like, what's his name? Who's the other guy that broke guitars? Forgot his
Jeff
name.
Jarrett.
Jeff
Honky Tonk
Jarrett,
Man.
yeah.
Jeff
no.
Jarrett, yeah.
Slap
Honky
nuts.
Tonk
Sure.
Man.
Yeah, seriously, that's great.
But isn't that what Jake? That's what pretty much set Jake the Snake off, like through his like demons. I mean, he already had the demons, but like what exacerbated it was Honky Tonk using a real guitar on Jake the Snake and breaking it on him.
Oh, here it is.
It wasn't
Here's
a
his
prop.
guitar. That's okay. That's a $330 guitar that he's breaking.
Oh wow, dude.
That's like $30 for WWE.
It's
Yeah,
3.
maybe.
Hey,
maybe
they
if
got
they,
the money.
if they bought
It's
him in
almost a
bulk,
G
I'm
already.
sure.
Dude,
Yeah,
if they could
Damn.
freaking replace his guitars, please put some pyro for Kane.
Pyro costs a whole hell of a lot
Yeah,
more
you get
than
it with
that.
licenses.
That's like one canister of pyro.
Dude, what? But it's just weird.
Yeah, it is weird.
It's
seeing
weird
that.
seeing Kane come out
Yep.
there with no
There you go.
pyro
There's his guitar right
or
there.
no fire.
There's
fire.
the Mitchell MX 420 Grand Auditorium.
So if
That's
anybody's
a good
watching
thing.
this and they want to donate, we'll get something
Yeah, you
going,
want to buy us this guitar and we'll
Buy us
break
this
it
guitar?
on Romeo?
and we'll break it.
Can we hit you with this guitar?
No.
Well,
I bet I can get this guitar super cheap because it's a Guitar Center brand. I bet cost on
And you're
this
gonna
guitar.
break it on me?
we'll prop it up. We'll prop it up. Don't worry about it. We'll
I'll
like,
cut it a little bit.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
Sure.
Do you have
Take
insurance?
one for the team. Are you really bad,
Just
Yeah,
in case anything goes wrong.
So again, if,
We'll hit your
Take one for the
shoulder.
team.
It's all right. I won't hit your head or like
Or-
right here.
or you can give us the money for one of those, and we'll buy a bunch of prop guitars.
Or you
You
can
guys, or
donate.
if you guys want to get hit by a guitar, just let
Yeah.
us know. Or
I'll
through a
break a
table.
guitar.
Yeah.
We're down to do a quadruple power bomb on you. Through a
Oh,
table.
that'd be awesome.
I don't know how you do quadruple.
No, I have an idea.
Just have
You
one
do a
shoulders.
power bomb superplex.
Jeez. I don't
We'll
even-
have someone superplex, but then someone will also power bomb the person who's doing the superplex,
Mhm.
and then we'll need to incorporate. It'll be double superplex.
Poor Dean
then the one
Ambrose
person
for
just-
those tables. Twice. Not just once, twice. They gave him the worst possible tables
Uh-huh.
to go through.
Oh
The-
yeah.
The first one
It
he didn't
broke
go
the
through.
leg.
The leg broke. The second one he like landed on it funky, like the his
Telling
neck
you,
or
man.
something,
Guys,
like on the ramp.
Mhm.
He had the
Guy Kurt almost did something horrible to Cesaro. When
he almost he's trying to probably put Sheamus through the one table,
Mhm.
and then Cesaro was like, "Put me through the table," and then he put
Mhm.
him
Yeah,
through the table.
But
yeah.
he overspun him, and Cesaro basically landed it the very I don't know, not the top part of the spine, but I don't know how to describe the spot right below the base of the neck. And he basically landed right there. If he would have landed a little more, that'd have been bad.
This is the time of the show where I like to
I
say
also
push
feel bad-
Cesaro. Push Cesaro.
Oh, I've been
Yeah.
saying
Yeah.
it for a long time.
Push Cesaro.
Wait until he can talk
Cesaro.
again, because I feel really bad that he keeps getting talking parts, and it sounds like it's
Yeah. We are the bars.
Well, the bar.
Wait, oh, you know what? I noticed that in the pre-show when they were talking to the bar.
Mm-hmm.
If you watch Miz, he's trying so hard not to laugh through the whole thing.
Because
He's like,
laughing at Cesaro.
he's like all like, he's like a,
yeah.
like this
it's
the whole
Miz
time?
thing. It's the Miz smirk thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
And he's trying so hard not to laugh at it.
You know what's so funny? The I think it was Snickers or something like that commercial. They actually took that line from the bar. They like, oh, we are the bar.
Oh,
Was it Snickers or
Ford or Chevrolet? One of their truck commercials is
Oh.
we don't set
Yeah, we don't.
we don't set the bar. We are
we
the
are
bar.
the
or
bar,
something.
and I was like,
I
wait
think
a
it's a
minute,
Chevy,
what?
Copyright infringement.
I think it's a
Cease and
Chevy. I think it's a
desist.
Chevy commercial.
Yeah, I heard that. I was like, wait a minute, what?
And every time I see that commercial, I'm like, oh, Sheamus
I was like,
and
yeah,
Cesaro.
Sheamus
There
and
you go.
Cesaro.
You just have the
see.
guy just like standing there by
At
his
least
truck.
if you're gonna do this, put it high up, because this looks pitiful.
I
This is
don't know,
like,
they-
man,
They look like they trying too
be like
hard. They
this.
just
Like if you're the bar,
I
like
don't
this
know.
is the
And then your
bar.
bow.
What?
Then you're just bow leave.
No, because this is.
I just I respect the fact that Sheamus has a pickle Rick on his jacket also.
Does he?
Yeah, it's right
Jesus
in the
Christ.
right hand corner.
Mhm.
No.
And he's actually gonna somehow get involved in one of the episodes upcoming. So
Someone's gonna get really just crazy and weird and jump on the announce table and yell that they're Pickle Rick.
yeah.
No.
Well,
I-
they do all like
I
Dragon
would
Ball
s-
Z
I would
stuff.
stop watching wrestling if that happened.
They start doing all the Dragon Ball Z stuff. Like
And
the-
I've stopped watching before. They can confirm. The SmackDown after Jinder won the title, I did not watch it out of spite.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was a
And I
Out of
told him
protest.
He also lost the belt.
And I
like,
told him that I was like, if he wins, I'm not gonna watch SmackDown, and I didn't. I didn't even watch recaps. I
Oh,
had no
wow.
idea what happened.
Oh man.
I will do
Mm.
it. I'm a
That's-
vengeful person. Not very. That's my vengeance. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's
Survivor Series is in what, 4 weeks?
yeah, it's the 17th or something like that.
What show do you think is
20-something.
gonna come out on top?
NXT
NXT.
every time.
No,
Two
I
oh-
mean, like,
205
Oh,
live.
as far as
I'm
like
sorry.
SmackDown,
Oh, it's all
NXT
TikTok.
is always going to be
Yeah.
better than the paper.
I mean, pretty much every match of the year.
Is that when they're doing the war games?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't wait for
NXT
that
will
one.
always be better than the pay per view.
Oh my god.
Overall, especially the
Mhm.
pay per view usually has a better match sometimes. Although
Mm.
DIY is not there anymore. So,
And they're only
you know.
given 2 hours.
Yeah.
Versus the the pregame
Three
and
hour,
the
yeah.
pre-show and
Mhm.
everything.
I just want to see Aleister Black's entrance. That's all I care
Oh
about.
gosh, the last time when he went through the band,
Yeah, that was.
Oof.
Oh man.
man, that was I was jumping out of my seat. I think I was by myself too, and I'm pretty sure my my parents are probably wondering what was wrong with me. but-
You don't understand.
You don't understand, Mom.
It's Aleister Black.
Get out of my
Aleister
life.
Jeez.
Stay out of my life.
Yeah, no, that's gonna be a great match.
But
But yeah, I don't know who's gonna be up on top. I think. I do want to mention this. I think Kurt and Shane should wrestle each other.
Yeah.
I would agree with that.
I
yeah.
think if they, I mean, if
I
I was
I
Kurt,
disagree.
and
with that.
if I was Kurt
Yeah.
and like Shane did that to me, and to be ruthless back, I'd be like, you know what? Why don't you put your money where your mouth is? Literally, like say it like that, because he's always
have
got money.
another
But,
match like
like,
2011.
Because of
like-
speech impediment.
Yeah.
Or was-
They wrestled before.
Yeah.
I want to see it again.
I'd want to see it. That would, yeah, that would be really nice. Because then you have Team Raw, Team SmackDown. They do their thing, and then you have Shane and Kurt.
But
then who does
And
Daniel
then,
fight?
and then you have it like a lumberjack match. So then you have like SmackDown on one side, Raw on the other side, and they can't get out the ring. Like I'd be.
And then immediately the
freaking
other match
sick.
starts.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy. So that'd be the
It's
lumberjack.
just like
with
an old
Kurt Angle
school.
and Shane.
Yeah.
That gets ring the bell, and then all the teams come in and they
There
do
you
their
go.
elimination. match. No entrance, does nothing.
And
Just
then
get
Stone
into
Cold
it.
Stone Cold comes out of nowhere.
Falls
just
count
whips
anywhere.
everyone.
Bring all the refs out.
Tornado-
The refs are counting with
tornado
two
it.
hands. Just, all right, you're out. You're
This
out.
is
Get
some
the-
Halloween
we want to
havoc.
shake things up, man. We gotta shake them up.
So they're doing a women's 5-on-5. They're doing a men's 5-on-5,
Yep.
Mhm.
and then it's the champions versus each other essentially.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I'm guessing there's no cruiserweights.
Yeah.
No,
which,
they'll probably put that in the pre-show or something.
It'll
Yeah.
it'll probably be there seems to be a very clear division in the cruiserweights. So it'll probably be something like they might have a 5-on-5 cruiserweight thing.
Yeah.
Where it's like Enzo's team versus Kalisto's team.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's where it looks like they're heading right now.
Yeah, the Luchas versus the Luchadors versus.
Yeah, versus the I don't
This-
know
The
Jersey
Certified-
trash.
the certified G's.
Certified
I
team.
did. That's why I had it like earlier when I sent you guys that them doing the.
Uh-huh.
Oh my
It
gosh!
was-
It was just like a thriller, like everything. It was just like all of them
That
doing
looked
it.
weird.
It was weird,
I
right?
think
But
that,
it
that
was
was
cool.
probably the point.
I thought
That
it was
reminded me when.
So in kayfabe, whose idea was that? And were the four of them really on board with it, or was it like we got to make sure that Enzo's
well, they're probably
happy?
just like happy to be on TV. Most of those people.
yeah, seriously.
205 is happy to be on TV.
Like, thank you,
That's all.
thank you,
And
Enzo.
I'm actually like interested because now they're on TV. I mean, even a couple of shows back, like my first show here, it was like it was good,
And-
but
And there are multiple storylines going on.
yeah, now there's
There's
actual
the
story.
Enzo and Kalisto entire thing with their groups of people, and then you have Kendrick, Swan, Alexander, and Gallagher all like in a separate thing of fighting each other. There's two
Mhm.
And
storylines.
then Gulak gets to shine. Like
Yeah,
he gets like
with his-
as a promo guy, he gets to shine, and then Mustafa Ali also.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Enzo's line from a couple weeks ago of Mustafa Ali, I feel bad for you because they named you after a lion was pretty good. It was pretty funny.
That's messed
It
up.
was messed up, but I got a good chuckle out of that.
That's messed up.
really, that's all you can think of. That's really.
It was pretty funny.
Oh,
Enzo's great.
He's getting there.
Just like the Jersey trash is such a good character. Cause he epitomizes the people like on the Jersey Shore.
Mhm.
Like, that is
well,
That's a
that's what he's portraying a lot, you know.
Yeah.
Because he's from Jersey.
A Guido. Is that what
Yeah.
they're called? I
yeah
don't know what they're called.
A Guido.
Guido, yeah. Although that's
Meat.
Juice
What, a
heads
juice
or-
head, meathead,
Juice
Meathead.
heads.
meatheads.
well,
Yeah, Jersey Shore. They used to call them
Meatheads, right?
or something.
I think a meathead's more of like
It's
like a
steroid.
big
Brothers.
buff dude that's really
Steroid
stupid.
up.
Hype
Yeah.
bros.
What?
Like the hype bros.
The hype bro?
Yeah.
Maybe Mojo.
Mojo.
No, Mojo's
yeah.
a football player. He didn't take
Long
steroids.
Island.
Yeah.
Or so we thought.
Woo woo woo.
Yeah.
You
know
know
it.
it, bro.
I don't know.
No, too bad he's not
Woo.
with Liv Morgan anymore.
Woo. Woo. Who?
Liv Morgan.
Oh yeah, that's
Like
right.
they're not together anymore.
He was
but,
dating
like that'd
Emma
been
as
cool.
well.
That'd have been cool to have her part as like an accessory.
Or
like
you mean
another-
Enzo?
For Enzo.
Oh yeah.
No, I'm just saying like just to add more to the character. I think it
Yeah.
would like if you had like a female escort,
Yeah,
like
like
a,
Carmella,
like
man.
It
a
was,
manager.
Yeah, it was funny because like Carmella, a lot of fans early on didn't realize they knew that Carmella was dating one of the two of them,
Yeah.
but it seemed like most people thought she was dating Enzo.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And Carmella like on Twitter would multiple times be like, "Nope, I'm dating the other one." Like, no, not Enzo, it's Cass. And
Wow.
uh,
I didn't know she was dating Cass.
oh yeah, she dated
really
Cass.
They have
like
a house together. They just
Yeah, I
got
was
a
about to say
house.
they bought a house like 2 months ago and it was fucking huge. It was like
Oh
right
wow.
right when Cass got injured, they bought a house.
Yeah.
Oh that.
Hey, guess what?
Oh
And, yeah.
no.
I feel bad for Cass.
Oh man.
I still think the best way they can bring him back, if Enzo becomes a face again, which I don't know, he's doing so well as a heel.
Oh, they could be a heel tag team. They do come back.
Yeah, well, the way that I want him to come back, I don't know that they can. Because my idea is Enzo's getting the shit kicked out of him, and Cass comes back and saves him. And, you know, maybe the next week has a promo, and Cass is like, I don't know what got into me. Like, I felt, I was like, star power. I don't know. I felt like I was this, and I ruined a friendship, a genuine, you know, my best friend that I traveled on the road with. And they could really make, like, a touching moment with
Like a
that.
Seth Rollins deal.
Yeah,
Seth Rollins
of it's
and
just like
Dean coming back.
I genuinely had time to reflect and realize that what I did was wrong.
So you giving up on the Cass push? Cass singles
Yeah,
push.
Cass can do it.
No, they could still do it. They just WWE needs to not be afraid of having people on a team, but they can also be singles stars.
Yeah, and I've been saying
Like
that
a
for
stable.
longest.
They instead of teams have stables. And
Yeah.
That's why 205 is getting so exposed because they're all teams or like
yeah.
at least getting like a showcase like their talents at least. And the Miz Taraj, of course. You have Bo Dallas when he comes back.
That's
and-
because they have so many wrestlers.
Yeah,
They gotta
there's a thing about
gotta
having-
get him on
There's
TV
this thing about
somehow.
having-
But
Yeah.
but
It's
you
saturated, yeah.
can still do singles segments with a team. If Big Cass was going for the WWE title, you could transition Enzo into a mouthpiece,
Mhm.
and maybe he
Yeah, be a
doesn't
manager.
wrestle.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he could still
That's what I
manage
was
him,
saying, yeah.
and then it can be something like they pulled with
Like that's why I wanted Big Cass to go up against Brock Lesnar at that time when like I forgot it was,
there was
like
a fatal four-way.
yeah, it was a fatal 4-way and Brock, and I was like, it would have been cool to see Enzo talk.
Yeah, I think it was
and then
Joe,
Paul Heyman
Cass,
talk,
Roman,
and just
and
see them
Braun.
both
Yeah,
talk
that'd
against
be
each
dope.
other.
Yeah.
Cass
I was
versus
like,
Brock.
yeah, that would have been pretty cool,
Mhm.
but that never happened.
You know, teams don't always have to be teams.
Mm-hmm.
It's good if they are.
Yeah.
They definitely should, because then it's like, okay, then you really just you really just have like a manager and a wrestler, but you can you,
Well, that's
Make-
what they're doing with Adam Cole and Bobby Fish
Mhm.
and
yeah.
Kyle O'Reilly. Is they're doing like they're single. I mean, well, I guess they're a tag team and then he's a single.
Mhm.
I guess they're a team, but then
Well, 'cause
eventually they could break off and
And I mean, they do it with Sanity, or they've done it with Sanity,
Yeah.
where it mainly was
Yeah.
like Eric Young was kind of the singles guy.
Oh, like
And then-
Bray Wyatt family too. Like Wyatt family did that a lot. It would
Yeah,
just be like
so
Bray
they
on his
did.
own, and then have
Yeah.
like
Although a
Yeah.
lot of the
Bludgeon
time it
Brothers?
was like, okay, these two are going to be the team tonight, or these two. Like they do that with the
Mhm.
New Day.
Mhm.
yeah.
It's
see,
like these
I-
two are the
that's
team
why-
tonight. These two instead of
I like how the New
single
Day
stars.
does that. Yeah. Although when I do singles, it's always tends to be Kofi for the most part. Biggie's always Biggie hasn't really had a singles.
I think Kobe is the more versatile out of the
Yeah.
three.
Yeah.
Biggie is kind of just a powerhouse.
Mhm.
Kofi can be a high flyer, but he can also be a striker.
Mm-hmm.
And although Xavier Woods can be both
he's
too,
actually
but
really
I'm
Xavier's
saying, yeah.
underrated too.
he's
He
he's
is.
a very good
Mhm.
wrestler.
Yeah.
Really
When he
good wrestler.
wrestles, He's very
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he had
Consequences
his own
Creed.
Yeah, exactly. He,
Yeah.
Like even in TNA before
Well,
he
he's
even,
Consequences
went to
Creed, yeah.
NXT, he was like
He was
already in like
dope.
spotlighted.
Yeah.
And everything.
Yeah.
Did you ever
Being
have
like
you ever
a
seen the
motherfucking
video
actress.
of the time that he was in a match and someone hits him with some move and he throws up.
Yeah, he throws up
And the
some like
throw up,
green.
shoots in the air.
Yeah, it was like some really green stuff
Yeah.
that was coming out. Yeah,
It's like the Ultimate Warrior.
Oh yeah.
But it was like
It was-
genuine throw up. Like,
yeah,
he
it was
just-
disgusting.
It's like he hit a button on his back and just went.
yeah. That was the last time he
Guys-
was on
Guy,
TNA.
guy's a man of many talents, man.
What? The man of
Xavier
many
Woods.
talents.
Yeah,
He's a
that should
PhD,
be his.
Right?
That
Isn't he
should
like
be
a
his-
doctor now? Like he
I
has
don't
a
know what he
PhD?
is. He's a.
Does he actually have a PhD?
Yeah, he's going. Or he's going for it.
Oh, he's going for it. Okay.
Yeah, he's been I mean, I guess he's doing the classes and stuff. He's really close to it, if not already a doctor.
That's
Mhm.
crazy.
Yeah.
Good for him,
Man, so
man.
he's a wrestler.
He's done it all. He's a
Done it
porn
all.
star.
Up, down, down. Oh
He's
yeah.
video
He's a
game
great
enthusiast.
actor.
I did like how
Mhm.
how like after the fact, like everything got exposed. How he, it didn't like
Yeah.
hurt him.
Oh no, not at all.
You know.
They
Well, they just kind
WWE
of make
was.
fun. It wasn't his
For
fault.
a couple days,
you know?
haha,
It
and
was-
then like
They
they
were
make
pretty
light
good
of
about
it.
just kind of ignoring it, and then it just no one.
Yeah.
But
cared
then Raw, they
anymore.
were like looking at Xavier like,
Yeah, that's
I think
true.
so. That's all right. Like
Yeah.
like that Monday,
Like the
they're like,
that Monday.
It was they did it in
Well, I remember
WrestleMania.
I was watching an episode.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
they did it in
they
WrestleMania
did,
where they
did.
came out, and I think Big A was like, "Xavier, do you have something to talk about?"
oh
He was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
"Yes, I do," and then went on some tangent about something during WrestleMania. It was good. It was pretty
Those
funny.
guys know how to do.
Now, I remember watching one episode of I don't know what it was. It was basically these wrestlers playing Twister, and it was like the New Day. With
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Paige,
Paige was there.
And then
John Cone was there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
and
the
they're,
family game night show that they
Yeah,
did.
yeah,
And
yeah.
then so it was Xavier Woods and Paige left,
Oh,
and you just see Big E just like trying not to like laugh, you know,
Uh-huh.
because I think he knew what was going on. That was probably around that time.
who was filming it?
Yeah.
No,
I
I'm
don't.
joking.
So yeah. So yeah.
Can you imagine Big
that
E
was
behind the
funny.
camera, like
just
filming?
He's just like.
gyrating shit? It's like, oh yeah.
I take that back. I love the WWE. Yeah.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, man. I think that's. Do you guys want to say anything Halloween wise? I don't know. I think that's pretty much it.
Oh, we didn't kill anybody.
No, we didn't kill anybody.
Damn it, we
Oh.
promised.
Although, what's your best?
Aw.
What's your best? I guess we could say it. Holy shit moment.
Like just in general, or
in general.
I don't know. You go first.
You want me to go first?
Yeah.
Probably when freaking. I don't know what pay per view it was. It was Kane or not Kane. Undertaker chokeslammed Edge off a ladder and went through the ring, and then like the fire came out. That was pretty crazy. I don't remember what pay per view that was. That was really crazy. That and then, I mean I could say a bunch of stuff from ECW, but I'm gonna stick to WWE on that one.
Yeah.
My one would be Edge spearing Mick Foley.
Yeah,
through
I
the-
was about to say
table?
that. On
Oh,
the,
with the
on
fire.
the table, there was
WrestleMania?
lit on fire and had
and had
thumbtacks
text.
on it.
Oh, that
That's
was
freaking
Yeah,
crazy.
probably that one.
because
Yeah.
freaking Edge came up. He like sat up and he was like, "Golly, I'm really crazy for doing this," you know.
Yeah, seriously.
And then Lita.
And
looked
Lita's
she was
like,
about
"Yeah,
to have
you
a
fucking
heart
crazy."
attack.
Like, get out of
Seriously.
here.
Dude, yeah, no, for real. What about you?
As much as I don't like the guy, I feel like the RKO on Seth Rollins at WrestleMania.
That
Oh,
was
that was
freaking
dope.
cool.
That
Like
was
he
freaking
just jumps
dope,
off
yeah.
of him and then
That
just
was-
does the RKO.
and they
That was
uh,
pretty.
evidently Seth wanted to rehearse that. And
Yeah, they
Randy
didn't
was like,
wanna do
no.
it,
Randy
yeah.
was like, no, because we do it perfect once, we're never gonna get it again.
Yeah,
And they did it perfect the first time they tried it.
That's
and then he
crazy.
cashes in. That was the other holy,
Ah.
That was awesome.
Those two moments.
I
made-
thought this year with the Hardy Boys, like you were there when that happened.
Oh yeah,
Aaron
you
and
were
I
at my
were
house.
watching
Yeah.
WrestleMania
when
with
they
his
came out,
cousin, and
yeah.
and just
This year, yeah, that was probably.
Yeah, when the Hardy Boys
Moment.
came out, Matt was like, "Holy crap!"
I was like walking in a circle in the room, just shocked. And I think your aunt thought like something was wrong.
Yeah, she's
because
like,
of my
yeah,
reaction.
she's like, "Is
And I was
he-
like,
are you
no, this is the
okay?"
greatest thing that's ever happened in my entire life.
Yeah, I think,
Oh,
I think
man.
my friends and I at the time, like we were grabbing on each other, like high school, or like oh my god, like it was like the craziest
I
thing.
could imagine if I was there.
That was
yeah.
awesome.
Oh
crying.
man, that was great.
seriously.
I was completely all right with getting the prediction for the winner of that match wrong. Because as soon as they came out, I was like, no, I want the Hardy Boys to win.
Actually,
I don't care.
Because my cousin has a similar reaction because he's a big Rock fan, and when The Rock came back, after 7 years of not being in WWE,
People
he
killed
was
that.
just
for me.
like, but a lot of people was
Really?
just like, huh?
People killed that for me
Ye-
when he came back. Everybody's like, The Rock, The Rock. They had the East Coast feed or something.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
And
yeah.
they're
yeah,
and that and Lesnar, like, here comes the pain. I'm like, really?
Well, Lesnar
Oh,
was
my-
already rumored through. I
Yeah.
don't know.
I know,
The
but I
Rock.
like- I like
didn't.
the whole-
The Rock. I didn't know. I didn't know about The Rock.
Before when he came back with Cena,
Uh-huh.
and then like there was someone with the sign that said "Here comes the pain." I was like, oh, someone already like knew it. Or it's
I just
probably
like the
rumors.
genuine, like, just feeling
Yeah.
it. Like
Yeah.
WrestleMania with the Hardys.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
just
that
that
got-
genuine, like,
Mhm.
Didn't
excitement.
a WWE app notification ruin that for you?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's
I
right.
hate
that.
Actually,
I hate
it
when
was
they do that.
minutes before. Minutes before it happened.
we were watching it delayed a little bit.
Yeah,
I can't remember
'cause
why we were.
I turned
we
that off.
paused
I
it.
turned everything off.
Yeah.
We paused it for
Facebook gone.
something, and next thing
It
you know,
might-
I get a alert. And it's like, oh, Hardy Boys not only return, but they
But
won the
win
tag
the-
team
win the tag
championship. I was
titles.
like,
The killer.
what? I was like,
Aaron looked at his
this.
phone and went, "Oh, motherfucker!" And then we were all like, "What?" And you were like, "No, can't. I'm not
can't
gonna
spoil
say.
it
I'm
for
not
you
gonna
guys,
say.
bro.
It's a spoiler."
I was already spoiled, man. I was
That's
like,
the worst feeling.
Mhm.
That's why, like, anytime I ever, like, I'm not able to watch it live, Facebook's off my phone.
Oh yeah.
Instagram's off my phone. Any
I mean, I'm like
Snapchat.
that with the NFL. Because I have
Yeah.
Sunday tickets where I record every
yeah.
game, and I
Uh-huh.
always work on Sundays. I'm not looking at Instagram. I'm not looking at
feel
Facebook,
like it's hard,
Reddit,
like,
Snapchat.
with NFL, I have to watch it live. I could watch wrestling and not just like,
I could watch games on tape.
yeah,
I'm fine with it.
but
Well,
man, that's where it comes to like social media being a good thing for the WWE and
Yeah.
a bad thing for
Because
WWE
it really ruins
because
a lot of stuff.
it just ruins all these
Yeah, especially all the
spoilers.
rumors.
Like, yeah,
Especially all the rumors, like you know.
So one thing that really bugs me about a lot of people on the internet, they seek out these rumors and because they want to be in the know and want to know what happens, and then when the thing happens, they complain that WWE is too predictable. It's like, well, you read a rumor
Yeah,
sheet
you're-
and heard
it's
people
it's
talk
pretty
about it.
hypocritical.
Like,
people should just
like,
stop watching.
yeah.
Yeah, it's just like if you want to be surprised, don't look at fucking rumors. That's like looking up the plot to a movie or reading the plot to a movie, then watching the movie and going, "Oh, I knew all that was gonna happen. That movie wasn't interesting." It's like, well, no shit, it wasn't interesting. You looked up the fucking
Yeah.
plot.
Yeah.
And I
God.
I hate people who are overly critical of the internet because of that. It's
Yeah.
really annoying.
that's why back then it was so great. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
rumors always been like even with the Hogan turning
Those were
heel
where we
thing.
both coughed at the same time.
Yeah,
Very strange.
but when Hogan turned heel, like
Great champs think alike.
that was
Exactly.
crazy
We
because
didn't have tag team
we didn't
belts.
have spoilers
Oh.
like that back then. You know.
No.
I was thinking that.
Speaking of that, okay, not to interrupt this conversation, I was
Mhm.
thinking about this. For Survivor Series, either in addition to the belt and Money in the Bank or in replacement of it, we could, since there's now 4 of us, have 2 teams. One team is Team Raw and one team is Team SmackDown. And whichever team wins Survivor Series, because I'm hoping there's going to be somehow a victory, either one
Yeah, is it
one
odd-
show
is
wins.
it-
So there's
odd
mid card
matches?
title, women's title, tag title, 5-on-5, 5-on-5. No, there wouldn't be. There would only be 6.
That's
And
what I'm
then
saying. That has to be Kurt and Shane against each other. Is
If
how you get
there's-
the best.
if there's an odd number of matches, I think that'd be a good idea.
Well,
You have
pre-show.
the tag titles, right?
Pre-show.
Oh
I
yeah.
guess. I mean, if you want to count that.
Kane and Braun. Well, that's not.
Kane and
gonna-
Yeah.
Braun's
That probably
already-
end up having
If there
a
was,
match.
I don't. If there was an odd number of matches, that'd be kind of cool. 2 of us could be Team SmackDown. 2 of us could be Team Raw.
Mm-hmm.
We could get the shirts. Hopefully that didn't get picked up. And if it did, then well,
If anybody would like to
spoilers.
donate any of the
yeah, you guys want
shirts,
to donate
we'd appreciate it.
$52 so we could buy 4 shirts because there's a special. Go to www.shop.com right now. Buy 1 shirt, get 1 for $1.
Whoa.
It's a real deal. That's actually a real deal. And I was-
real deal Montego. You
Jesus
know what I'm
Christ.
saying?
It's an
Baby.
actual
Money,
promo.
baby.
Promo.
It's all money,
Promotion.
baby. Anyways, no, yeah, I'm totally down to do some tag. I mean, shoot.
Can you see in my refrigerator if there's
You
a
wanna-
Capri Sun in there? Because I am parched right now.
Hey, so if anybody knows anybody at Capri Sun,
Yeah, can we get a Capri Sun?
we would love a
sponsorship?
sponsorship.
You can just move the mic out of the way
Oh.
and then grab it.
Let's go.
We got Capri Sun in the building. Matt
I
just
really
had
hope-
KFC in the building.
Yeah.
Oh, there's one.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sorry. Please can I have that?
So we got
and just move
this.
the mic back when you.
just fruit punch. Just
Yeah.
regular fruit punch. You want to hand that over
Is
to
it,
him?
Is it blazing fruit punch?
So,
yeah.
It's not high C,
if
high
anybody
C's percent, but
wants to
it's okay.
sponsor us, Capri Sun, we would appreciate it. We love them. We drink them all the time.
Emergency Capri Sun.
How good is that?
What?
It's probably really good, huh?
Capri
Can you
Sun?
describe it to us?
Well, I haven't drank it yet, so no.
I mean, like,
Dude, Capri Sun is always good.
no.
I know, seriously.
It's never
The
disappointing.
the champ's drinking it, so it's gotta be good.
Okay. It's
Oh.
the drink of champions.
They're gonna put your photo on
I
it.
didn't even mean like the champions intentionally, but it actually works out. The drink of champions. That was just a thing. It didn't even cross my mind that it literally.
The official drink of champions.
Yeah, Capri Sun, sponsor us, please. Look at this kid doing a sweet fucking melon grab on his skateboard and
I don't know,
surfboard.
man. I'm more of like a high C kind of guy, but that's
Yeah.
alright.
Okay, so if there's any other brands, that would like to,
you guys, you know, we like to do this, guys, for you, but we appreciate you guys. You know, scratch our back, scratch yours. You know, we love
Yeah.
promoting everyone. You know, as we
I'll
see.
shave my face and
Well, you know,
I'll shave my hair.
I'll tattoo your logo on myself.
Yeah.
Whatever you got to do, you know, I'm
I'll
down
draft
for it.
your king.
hit us up on
I'll,
Insta.
yeah, man. I'm yeah. Help some brothers out. That's all I'm saying.
Message us, please, and
Tell
see,
me,
we'll
tell us what
promote.
you
We'll
think.
let
You
you
know,
know.
give us.
We got some great stuff coming up for you.
Survivor Series.
Survivor Series is just
4
heating
weeks.
up really well. Halloween's, you know, you guys have a great Halloween. We went all out. This was a lot of fun. I'm really glad we did this. Yeah, man, that's probably gonna be our show. Again, subscribe us, like us, leave a comment, whether it's good or bad. We'll take whatever. You know, we're willing to.
We
talk
love it. We
smack
love
too,
it.
you
Yeah.
know?
please, yeah. Thanks for watching, guys.
I wanna,
really,
you know, we want to
You
hear
leave
your
a
comments,
bad
guys.
comment, I'm gonna
We'll
call
give you a
out.
shout out too.
yeah. Shout outs.
Leave a
definitely.
comment. We'll give you a
Shout-outs.
shout out.
Shout
Yeah.
out to
I'll fight you. We'll make fun of your name too. That'll be a segment. The champ makes fun of you.
Ooh,
That'll be it. That's how we'll do it.
while drinking a Capri Sun.
Yeah, watching a Capri Sun.
and, you know, if you guys, you know, name some comments, maybe we'll drop some prizes for you.
Tell some people, like,
Yeah,
you guys are watching it. It's great. We love that you guys are watching, but
Yeah, seriously.
you know, it'd be really nice to
Yeah,
have your
same.
friends just like even just start dialogue with them if they want to use it. You guys want to use our show as like a dialogue to even start with your friends.
or make fun of us and
Yeah.
Make
we
fun
can
of
make
us
fun
too.
of you too.
Critique us.
Please, like, we want to know. We want some
Yeah,
feedback.
seriously.
If you think you can beat us for the belt, fucking try it.
Yeah, seriously.
That's
I mean,
the
because
chance.
you can't beat Brooklyn Beware.
Unless
He's
you're me.
one of a kind.
I can beat Brooklyn.
Is Brooklyn
Beware.
Beware here today, or is this Double A? Because I can't.
He's
tell.
on vacation. Actually.
Is he in Brooklyn or does he?
Yeah,
He,
he's
he dropped the voicemail.
Does
dropped a
Brooklyn
little
Beware
voicemail.
live
Hi.
in Brooklyn or does he vacation in Brooklyn?
no, he lives in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
So he lives on
Okay.
vacations.
But he goes out and he goes to each city,
Yes.
state, and
Okay.
tell people how great Brooklyn is.
Okay, well, tell him I
Yeah.
said hi. Yeah, we got Lath beating Double A. So Double A. So it's gonna be these two Survivor Series. We're gonna be competing for the Money in the Bank's gonna be up for Survivor Series as well. It's been a while since we've had that go up. So it's gonna basically be me and Aaron, and then the loser of the championship match competing for that. And yeah, guys, like I said, we got a lot of big stuff coming at you. You guys have a great Halloween.
Big
I
thing.
don't
And,
have my
yeah,
stuff
you
on
guys-
yet.
You guys take care.
Wait, I don't
Keep
have my stuff
watching
on yet.
wrestling.
Oh, big things coming on.
Wait, I don't have my stuff
okay,
on yet.
well, big things coming on, and yeah. Anything else you guys want to say? Sorry,
We look forward to hearing from everybody.
No,
Well,
we will.
And also, keep watching wrestling.
Keep watching wrestling. of course.
That's the only way you can follow.
The champ is here.
Keep watching wrestling.
Can't see.
You keep watching wrestling.
Any last words, Sergeant Slaughter? Any push-ups?
At ease, gentlemen.
And once again, you guys just can't see this.
I really can't.
Yeah.